Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hillary. Thank you for joining me over here. Okay, there was a total travesty. Sorry, I paused for a second because I'm trying to think of what's the proper word. The proper phrase. There was a terrible shooting that just took place in Colorado, in Boulder. Very, very, very unfortunate, super saddening, shocking, really. But, you know, in wake of all of this, there is a lot of gun control proposals being bounced around. Biden is pushing hard to, you know, ban firearms. So regardless of, you know, where you stand, I'm here reading what Ted Cruz has come out blasting gun control proposals, and I want to read this to you. I want this side of what's going on also shared, and not just shared, you know, with a one direction. I don't know. I'll stop blabbering. Let me just read it. Okay. Senator Ted Cruz on Tuesday, this is today, Tuesday, pushed back on gun control proposals by his Democratic colleagues, accusing them of taking advantage of recent tragedies to advance their goal of taking away guns from America. During Tuesday's Senate Judiciary Committee hearing, which took place hours after the deadly shooting in Boulder, Colorado, Democratic senators called for action to address what they described as an epidemic of gun violence. You know, I do agree with it. There has been more mass shootings, you know, over the past, since I was a child, really. You know, it's sad that it's not as shocking for me to hear about, you know, children or adults going into their own schools and there being a mass shooting using firearms. But it's hard to say, but does that mean that firearms should be banned completely? I don't know. While some propose to expand gun registration systems and background checks for gun sales, a few argued in favor of banning so-called assault weapons, such as AR-15 rifles. Thoughts and prayers are not enough, said Senator Richard Blumenthal in his opening statement, and yet thoughts and prayers is all we have heard from my colleagues on the other side. He's talking about Republican side, if you didn't catch that, which I'm sure you did. Thoughts and prayers must lead to action. I agree. This is Cruz speaking now. I agree. It is time for us to do something. And every time there's a shooting, we play this ridiculous theater where this committee gets together and proposes a bunch of laws that would do nothing to stop these murders. What happens in this committee after every mass shooting is Democrats propose taking away guns from law-abiding citizens because that's their political objective, Cruz said. When you disarm law-abiding citizens, you make them more likely to be the victims. If you want to stop these murders, go after the murderers. Cruz was joined by Senator Tom Cotton, who accused the Democrats of discouraging law enforcement actions against violent crimes in the first place. Before we start looking at controlling the rights of law-abiding citizens and regulating their guns and even getting the grounds to confiscate their guns, why don't we look at why this violence has increased to begin with? Cotton asked that. There has been extended systematic attacks on our police and law enforcement professionals for years, calling them racists and bigoted and prejudiced, demanding that they be defunded and replaced with social workers, he continued. When you condemn the police, when you make it hard for them to do their job, you shouldn't be surprised that criminals take advantage of the opportunities that crime raises. In their first major move to push for gun control since Joe Biden took office, the Democrats passed 2 gun bills in the House this month. One of the bills would establish background check requirements for gun sales between private parties, making it illegal for anyone who is not a licensed firearm importer, manufacturer, or dealer to trade guns with another person, with few exceptions. The other would increase the amount of time sellers must wait to receive a completed background check before transferring a gun to an unlicensed buyer from 3 days to 10 days. Biden, in his brief remarks following the Boulder shooting that left 10 dead, called on the Senate to immediately pass those 2 gun bills. The United States Senate, I hope some are listening, should immediately pass the 2 House-passed bills that close loopholes in the background check system, he said. How do you guys feel about this? Please let me know your thoughts. I don't want to call myself naive, but I don't know enough. I don't have enough like personal experience with guns to really make up my mind on this decision, I think. I do think we have the right to be able to bear arms, and you know, we should be able to protect ourselves in whatever that may be. But I also think that obviously there should be a system in place to make sure that these firearms aren't getting, you know, in the hands of the wrong people, murderers. But how do you control that? I don't know. I don't know enough what is already in place as well. I guess I can say that. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Inform me, please. I'd love to learn more about this, because it's becoming more and more controversial, yet important to know about, if you get what I'm saying. So thank you guys for watching. Let's have a conversation below. Please inform me of everything that I need to know about guns, and you know, not that I am looking to purchase right now, but I'm interested in this topic, so let me know. Do you guys have one? You don't have to share that with me. That might be too personal. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great evening. I'll talk to you soon.